Welcome to Day 17. When you hear native speakers talk fast, do you think we often drop sounds, meaning we skip letters? Well, we do. In fact, I just did it. I did it with the word often. Which letter am I skipping?
English with Jennifer.
Often could be said with or without the T. Often, often. Without the T is probably more common in American English, especially in relaxed conversation. When else do we drop the T?
We often drop the T as a middle consonant sound. For that reason, you'll hear people say accepts, concepts, projects, tasteless, restless, and you'll hear the T dropped between words. For example, just thinking. Now in the case of often, we did have a schwa sound in there, but basically you have the F, T, and N sounds, and I think that's why we tend to drop the T and say often. It's also correct to use the T, often. However, there are some words in which the T sound is always dropped. Fasten, listen, whistle, bristle are all examples. Also, we often drop the T after an N, as in 20, plenty, identify, center, Atlantic, Santa Claus. Look closely and you'll see the pattern. It's N, T, and then a following vowel sound. And that vowel sound is unstressed, as in 20. That's why it's also common to drop the T in words that use the prefix inter. You'll hear internet, international, interrupt, interview, interactive. But remember, it's perfectly fine to say the T. You can say 20, you'll hear internet, but usually in relaxed speech, Americans drop the T. You're probably familiar with these reduced forms. Dunno instead of don't know, wanna instead of want to, and gonna instead of going to. Just remember these are spoken forms and they really shouldn't be written. Let's do a quick check. Will I drop any T in this sentence? No. Here's NT plus a vowel, but stress is on the second syllable. So, even in fast speech, I'll keep the T. We continued traveling. How about this sentence? We have NT followed by an unstressed vowel sound. So yes, I'll drop those T's. Wanted, international. We also have a T as a middle consonant. I could drop that too. First class. We wanted to fly first class on our international flight.
Listen closely. I'll say a sentence, you try to understand. It was just seconds away. It was just seconds away. Just seconds. It was just seconds away. I'm restless and I want to go out. I'm restless and I want to go out. Restless, wanna. I'm restless and I want to go out. You got plenty of time before the interview. You got plenty of time before the interview. plenty, interview. You got plenty of time before the interview. I don't mean to interrupt, but first things first. I don't mean to interrupt, but first things first. Interrupt, first things, first things. I don't mean to interrupt, but first things first. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and happy studies.